Battle control initialized.
Hey people, 5 Aces here, and the future is now. We're living in a timeline where Red Alert Global League Season 7 is in full effect, and guess who's back in Masters? It is WhoCares, the established creator of the OpenRA Academy, Chilean wunderkind, and basically at that point he has ascended to living meme status in the OpenRA community for his crazy, wacky, schmacky, tech-heavy builds, favoring absolute madness and having a disdain for meta builds, so basically high 2.0. Yep, and this is going to be a best of 2 of him versus Punsho. Punsho is the elusive tag team partner of ZX Ganon, and spoiler alert, you ready for it? Winner of the 2v2 tag team tournament of Orb. And so let's see how he fares solo here. He has played a couple matches here and there, but nothing in Masters tier just yet. This is his first Masters game. Let's see how it goes. Also favoring tech-heavy engagements and small unit counts with big impact. This is already a crazy opener for WhoCares, going for the Oil Derrick snipe with a couple of rifles, and probably trying to force fire over the ridge. He might actually be able to... Ooh, one of the rifles revealing himself. The other one, WhoCares is going to be aware of this. So he's blindly going... He is missing the mark by such a small margin. Jeez! I think he would have been in range. That was so close already. Rallying more and more infantry, just not letting go, wanting to sink his teeth into a juicy engineer. Also going for the flank with going for the old reach around, but too late, damage is done, the cap has been established. So that's gonna be an easy cap here for Punsho. But giving up his field presence, that means until he is getting his APC or flak trick out, there is no way he is gonna be able to protect against the engineer recapture from WhoCares, who is himself gone for double refinery. War Factory first for Punsho. Already a bit of a divergent build order here. The only thing is WhoCares needs to not overcommit into rifles because he knows that the APC might be an option. Especially had he scouted, but usually opponents tend to go double ref. Most of the Red Alert Global League matches I've seen so far have favored double ref meta in favor of War Factory first. Simply because it allows for quicker scaling. They're gonna get an army, well, not quicker scaling, but it allows you to get an army out onto the field earlier, and early field pressure, early presence, and it is the name of the game basically. So speaking of early pressure, there's a lot of infantry here, and finally WhoCares has busted out the rockets. Got a little rocket in his pocket there and is going on a Derrick hunt. He's gonna be met with a Ranger. So Ranger has been revealed, and best thing you can do against a Ranger is not give him the space to snipe single lone stragglers. Instead, just keep your units in a compact formation, which is exactly what WhoCares is doing here. Just trying to minimize losses, just trying to not give him an angle of approach to the Ranger, because otherwise you just start bleeding units here and there. And that's what the Ranger is trying to accomplish. Especially now that drive-by mode has been unlocked. Ooh, I do love me some playtest Rangers. Drive-by with Rangers or Tesla tanks is just insane. Up to 3 Harvesters and a flak track out. Versus, okay, that's a super early service depot here. Up to 3 Harvesters as well. Ha! Doesn't get in time, doesn't get into the War Factory pad in time for the block. So nothing big is gonna happen out of this scout. He has revealed most of the hand of WhoCares, but that's fine. And this is gonna be an oil grab. Ooh. Okay, Punsho himself is trying to go for a recap onto the hospital of all things, but the flak truck is gonna say no. A stern and decisive no. Also pelting him with flak pellets there. And this is so smart. WhoCares not revealing his infantry. He knows exactly the line of sight bonus that the Derrick gives. So as soon as Punsho is gonna march in here, he's gonna activate WhoCares' trap card. But it's too late already, the damage has been done. And as such, this 5-stack can easily get cleaned up. Not trading back favorably. But there is an early expansion out for Punsho. And conversely, okay, that's 6 Harvesters on 1 base and no service depot just yet. What is WhoCares' plan exactly here? He's not building anything from the War Factory. I think, yes, floating 6k. That's bad news. That is usually bad news. The Radar Dome is coming out now. Okay, finally. Must have forgotten to queue up his service depot. He could have gotten a service depot just way earlier. What is he producing right there? Yeah, no, it's just the MCV. So, bit of a build order fail off of the back of this early aggression. Light tank is trying to go in. Finds 2 crushes. As per usual, light tank's not worth it. Especially not if you engage into the army. The only ones... Oh, Ranger in danger. Oh, nice kiting here. Kiting back with the flak track and leading the way. The way, by the way, is just instant demise for a Ranger. Just putting it out there. So, Punsho is now posturing aggressively with the MCV. Trying to get some more of those juicy ore grounds. Meanwhile, WhoCares is camping with his entire infantry army. I think he's trying to catch an MCV off guard. But the presence of the tank here should clue him in. Uh-oh. We've got an emergency there. Everyone rally back. That's annoying because this was exactly the side that WhoCares was going for. So his best plan, his best contingency plan here is take the corner expansion just with a single refinery. And then grab the expansion of Punsho. Especially since he's already got... What was an engineer? Especially since he's already got line of sight presence from the oil derrick that he stole away. Which is, by the way, awesome because he was on 2 derricks for a long time. Let's check the... Ooh, assets very much in favor of Punsho, though. And I know the reason why. It's because you're floating 7k, my friend. What is he producing? Punsho's Radodome is just starting to come online as well now. V2's advanced power plant, so probably Yak V2 play. That's fine. Yak V2 play can just be used to stall and bide your time, because no allied opponent can attack into this without proper tech support. And by tech support, I don't mean an Indian guy telling you, hey, have you tried turning it on and off again? But instead, I mean just straight up tier 3. Alrighty, so most of the expansion is mined out. That is bad timing for WhoCares, because he does that. That's a tech center. Alright. Okay, so this is a bit spicy, but he's gonna have to contest with a massive push here from Punsho. And basically no defenses here. His line of defense is very, very weak at the moment. Uh-oh. MCV immediately booking it, but probably gonna get hunted down by the tanks. Let's see. He's tangled up on his own units. Oh, MCV dropping lower, but I think, yeah, going to safety. That's okay. He's gonna lose an ore track though, and he's also gonna lose his refinery. Plus the flak tracks, it would be really important to keep those alive. That's a big fat nope. And from this defensive position, this is hard to dislodge, but fortunately there's a V2. Still, oh my. There's an Iron Curtain, there's a Tesla tank. This is WhoCares style. Hell yeah. That was exactly what I was envisioning when I was going into this game. I was going in blind, but I had kind of an expectation. Ooh. Okay, Hind for a V2. It's actually good, but as long as Punsho's got eco and army advantage, he can just afford to trade poorly. Lots of Tesla coils here, but what does it matter? He's just keeping the econ down, and he's keeping WhoCares from expanding any further. Ooh, great kiting with the Tesla tank. That is so good. Really great timing there. And power down. War factory, second war factory coming up. So this is a mass Tesla tank. I guess Tesla tank plus flak flock. This is probably straight up vehicle production with no infantry backup whatsoever. So he can afford being on 1.5 bases as compared to the 2.5 that Punsho has to his name. Simply because those can trade so efficiently, plus the Iron Curtain is basically a free engagement win every single time he fires it. Tier 3 is unlocked for Punsho as well though. Well, that's a 3000 EQ play. 3000 IQ here. My opponent can't snipe my infantry with Tanya if I don't go for infantry, right? Right? Okay, the Hind taking a couple pot shots for taking out a flak truck. Yep. It ultimately ends up paying the price. Defensive artilleries in a very offensive position. Punsho might want to retreat those, yeah. Retreat them behind your buildings. It's always the best course of action. Uh-oh! That was an attack move. So all the anti-air is gone from this group now. This hotkey group hasn't paid off. Tanya's in the mix. She's got such a great position nestled in the middle of the infantry blob. Oh my! Not like this! He's losing so much. Is the Iron Curtain up? Yes, it is. He can fire the curtain, but it's not the best. zapping her, trading a Tesla tank for it. It's not worth it. Really what he's doing there is just giving Punsho more space to extend his eco lead. Because he's so behind on the eco 8 ball. He's mined out here, he's mined out in his main base. Okay, that's a phase transport as well. And phase transports are just really good at zone denial. They, phase transports just punish your infantry blobs. But again, 3000 IQ play. Don't build infantry against Tanya and phase transports. Simply rely on good old-fashioned Tesla coils and flak trucks. T-tanks, flak trucks is the way to go here. The name of the game. Oh, there's no anti-air, so this is going to be a dead harvester for sure. Longbows are super efficient at that. Longbows and MiG basically have the same DPS. Model flags, probably... They should have moved into a more aggressive position there. They could have intercepted the longbows if they had just rerouted farther south. Because he knew that the longbows would go back for rearming. And basically the direct path back to the base would have been there. So instead of rallying his troops to the east, he should have rallied them to the southeast and intercepted the two longbows. Would have been way better play. But as it stands, WhoCares this time going on the aggressive, but there is just nothing in this army. Also, the phase transport is revealing this. This is so nasty. Usually, turrets have higher firing range than they have line of sight. So usually this is easy, right? But not with the line of sight support from a phase transport, which is now also able to crush all your infantry as long as it stays outside of Tesla coil range. That's gonna be a dead... Nope. Nope. Longbow stays alive, and this one phase transport already gotten its money's worth. Man, that's been... This is so annoying. This just provides lots of line of sight for Punsho. Just an annoying little mosquito. That's such a great zone denying tool as well. Yeah, and he's playing it smartly. He's never moving into the base aggressively with the phase transport. He's always just scouting the army. He probably has it on Hotkey Group 1 or something. Adiak was a bit ambitious. Let's just put it that way. Tanya's back after being sniped. She doesn't take too kindly to bullets and is gonna respond in kind. Now this is good. This is where the Tesla tanks can shine, just kiting back an infantry. Yeah! Immediately getting zapped. There is simply nothing to crush here. There's only one infantry. That's the perfect engagement for the Tesla tanks. But longbows are trying to close the gap here. Oh! And the flags are completely busy. Yeah. He could have traded way better here. He could have focused out both the longbows and could have played more aggressively there. Then he would have been able to retain his pushing power. Unfortunately though, he's starting to fall behind. There's also a Chronosphere now out for Punsho. He's trying to seal the deal with a big tech push. And still there is just not enough critical mass. This build relies on critical mass. If you just go for like 1 or 2 Tesla tanks, 1 or 2 flak trucks, it's never gonna accomplish anything. Because basically your opponent can reproduce infantry faster than you can snipe them. There we go, zap time. Alright. Iron Curtain is back up, so this is gonna be an easy engagement win. What is he doing with those yaks? Way too aggressive, always moving into the enemy, enemy longbow lines. Longbow's now trying to find an angle, but definitely not happening with all the flags in here. They are now so much more lethal. A-bomb! How long has it been? It's been a while. My good old friend, the A-bomb, the aggressive nuke silo, you know. Just pulling it out as a base defense and in case of emergency. That's how you use them. That's how I like to use them anyway. Again, full line of sight control from the phase transports. And WhoCares is gonna be wondering, why? Why is this happening? Look at the vision of Punsho. This is so good. He's probably already hovering his Chronosphere over it. No, it's not ready yet. Not just yet. What are the longbows? Ah, he's trying to make space for a riff. That's fair enough, but this has cost him a lot of ammo. Just shooting the civilian building. Oh, what is that? Iron Curtain. Iron Curtain being fired. This is gonna be a lot of dead longbows. No, no. Not if WhoCares wastes his time there. Unfortunate. Again, with the Chronosphere. Just chroning him back a few cells, but it's not half bad. Because he can now move forward into a more aggressive position. And the Tesla tanks are gonna relocate to this here. Just a couple seconds. So those two Tesla tanks are toast no matter what WhoCares does. Okay, no, it's letting him get away scot-free. That's because he's got another push up his sleeve. And again, he just needs to deny the econ. At that point, Punsho doesn't need to trade efficiently anymore. All he needs to do is stand his ground, not lose any eco himself, and he's gonna be in a strong position against an opponent who is completely outscaled in the macro department. Doesn't matter how well he micros his Tesla tanks here, which, by the way, has been brilliant micro. What an amazing display on a theoretical level, but it's not gonna change the outcome of the game here, because Punsho's got 3/4 of the map, he's got his A-bomb up, he's got his 5th expansion, and there is nothing that he can do to the longbow flak, which is just steadily growing and getting eco snipes here and there. So that's Punsho with all the cards in his hands, ball is in his court, and WhoCares is down to 3 harvesters. Yes, he's got his tech up, but that doesn't matter. Also, this phase transport still constantly denying vision, and even if he goes on an aggressive hunt now, the phase transport is gonna keep tabs on it probably, unless he goes for the right-hand fly. Oh, no. Punsho's game sense prevailing. This is so good. And basically, as a Soviet, you need to mix in dogs or mammoth tanks. That's the 2 things that can detect while on the field. Other than that, it's only base defenses and radar dome that have stealth detection. But this is so annoying. Let's look at this from WhoCares' vision. Why are my infantry dying? What's happening? Yeah, more dead. The news for today. 25 dead. Cause unknown. Okay, there's the Iron Curtain Hail Mary, but he's gonna lose more and more infantry. How many bloody corpses are gonna be left in the wake of the... Oh, finally gets revealed. Tana's here as well. Where is she? Oh, she's firing from the backlines. And WhoCares, obviously being as broke as he is right now, just can't afford anything. Oh, those Tesla tanks were chronoed back. Such smart play. More phase transports coming out, and I think that's GG here. Yeah, WhoCares calling it off. He has nothing left to his name despite his 3 war factories. That's just been brutal. Really brilliant display of individual micro displayed by WhoCares, but Punsho always deflecting the pushes with his single phase transport. That was just so well played. Such good game sense, giving him the line of sight to completely stop the Tesla tanks dead in their tracks. Do they have tracks? Dead in their wheels? Whatever. Yeah, but that's not all. That's not all, folks. We're gonna have a game 2, so buckle up and brace yourselves. See you in game 2.
Battle control terminated. Battle control initialized.
Alright, game 2, and I was about to say welcome back to Sidestep, but it's not Sidestep. This is Hourglass, okay? And it looks completely similar, like look at this layout. Tell me this isn't Sidestep 0.85. Come on. It's got the sub pens though, so it's kind of awkward. But it's got like two narrow passages in the middle instead of 1. So that's kind of... You know what? I'm wondering. I think you can kill all those buildings. No. Okay, the field is gonna stop you. Because you can't kill the field. Otherwise you could be camping from up here. This would be smart. If only you could destroy trees. But nothing really lets you destroy trees and fields. Otherwise you could get a nice Tesla camp going in the middle. Just placing power plants here and deploying a Tesla coil or 2 Tesla coils there. That would be awesome. But no. No such luck here. So I'm expecting lots of early pressure here. This is a map where the rush distance is relatively short. And I'm expecting double ref openers from both. Is that correct? Production. WhoCares is not building anything at all right now. What is he doing? Okay, my friend, you definitely need to work on your build queue. He's done that in game 1 as well. That was kind of awkward. Okay, so he's definitely gonna be left at a deficit in terms of both money and build time, so he's gonna fall behind at least 10 seconds. I think that was 10 seconds of an idle build queue. Not something you wanna do in Masters tier. Punsho going in for the scout. Getting some nice read of the base layout. Nothing too surprising just yet. Gets revealed here. And is going to be able to continuously afford more infantry, so if he decides he can go up to a sizable infantry blob, but he's banking up his money. What is his production plan like? Yeah, just a standard war factory. Nothing too special. So what I really would like to see from WhoCares is a high checker rush, because on this map you can make it work. It's kind of obvious if your opponent is just placing a couple spotters here, but right now I think he's dislodged most of the spotters. So even some weird builds have become viable, and WhoCares would be the first to perfect those, right? Who would dare playing those builds in Masters except WhoCares? So maybe like a 2 Harvester Service Depot rush into Hijacker, into a Harvester heist. That would be awesome. I would love to see that. I would pay money to see that. But no, just some regular infantry pressure there. And Punsho, conversely, going for a more passive opener than I gave him credit for. I thought he would have been more aggressive here, but I think he's fearing the cheese. He's expecting it, he's smelling it around every corner. And let's be honest, against WhoCares, you're never too safe in your own base. You never know what this guy is up to. All I know one thing, he's up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. Got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said they're moving to their auntie and uncle in Bel Air. This map also has backline gems. Kind of iffy, but I really like how it's limited the growth. Whoever is the map creator, kudos to you, because those gems are just not going to be as sprawling in the mid game as... Ooh, okay, as another gem field would have been. Wait, the right point, is that another APC? Is that double APC push? As the engagement is unfolding here. Ooh, very close, but WhoCares taking it. He could tank the pillbox. No, it's a bit iffy. Sonic the retreat. What is he building? That's such an awkward build. What is WhoCares? Oh no. Oh no. That's either a miss rally or it's the most genius tanking harvester I've ever seen. Okay, he's embracing it. He's going into position with the rockets. Nice micro, just putting hotkeys on his rockets there. Okay, yeah, he's stealing away the ore. That's probably a tanking harvester. What is he doing? Yep, yep. It's so awesome that you can now see the lines. So you can now see what players are up to. So this hasn't done anything. The ore truck has stolen a load of ore. That's about it. Can he hold? I don't think he can. Punsho just has too much infantry already. Now you really don't want to lose your 4 stack of rockets. So it's not looking too good for WhoCares right now. He's so behind in the macro department again. Punch up to 5 harvesters, up to an expansion. Popping around on pillbox, that's very smart as well, because it just denies easy entrance or easy access to the main ore patch. Maybe even going for a second one here, I'd wager. Man, and WhoCares is frantically macroing up from behind. It's up to 6 now, but he doesn't have an expansion to his name, he doesn't have an army. There's already main battle tank production out for Punsho. So it's a really, really good timing push for him. He can now move with his army freely about the map and completely deny any and all expansion attempts by WhoCares. That is gonna come in handy. He's also got a single spotter rifle on both the ore patches, all ore patches in fact. So he just knows that there is no expansion out from WhoCares yet. He knows he can posture aggressively. WhoCares, conversely, doesn't know what he's up against. And he's just re-rallying all his infantry to protect his MCV. But that might not even factor into the equation here, because the MCV is going in first, it's going in dry, looped up. Oh! Another Zook shot finishing it off, and that's horrible positioning here. Also, probably already game for WhoCares after being behind this much in the early game. Yikes. He needs a miracle to come back, or he needs his V2 one-hit wonders. Gem mine being taken. This is a super smart play. I really like the MCV movement of Punsho. It's up to 2. This is so smart. So what he's doing here is completely denying the middle with his MCV that is moved forward, and then once that was established, he still has build radius here. He can still build base defenses to protect his war factory or his service depot, but also the other MCV has gone around pooping out ore refineries, especially most notable the one on the gem mines, and the other one is soaking up the triple ore in just a couple of seconds. So it's just looking super good for Punsho. For Punsho. He's checking his 6 here, he's checking the gem mines. All the scouting information reveals that there's nothing to reveal, so he's gonna rejoice. And WhoCares just now taking his expansion. That's a 7-minute expansion, and it's gonna run into an army as well. Yikes. Maybe not. Maybe you can get the good old reach around here. I mean, the one advantage that WhoCares has now is that he only needs to defend from one side. It doesn't matter where the enemy is coming from, he's always gonna have his army in position. Simply because WhoCares has no other option. He's He's lost his expansion, so there's no reason to split this up. Uh-oh. He's going for the War Factory. Okay. If WhoCares loses this, this is a problem. This is a big problem. Wait, what? He randomly has built his second War Factory. He's so ahead of himself. Jesus. He has mind-gamed himself into building a second War Factory before the first one even got sniped. That is next level play. That is too meta for me. So, strangely enough, that was a really good trade. He trades one War Factory for an entire two-prong army. So this assault is over. But Punsho does have an expansion to his name, and WhoCares just now relocating. I really would like to see more aggressive posturing from WhoCares now, because he's won the engagement. He doesn't need to patrol his main base anymore. All he needs to do now is hold his expansion, because Punsho is not going to be aggressive on the mail for just a while. Oh, that's going to catch the entire eco lines off guard. Oh no, the eco transfer. No, not like this. Man, WhoCares is just one step behind this game in every single metric. Oh, Harvester's getting tangled up on the wreckages as well. 4 Harvesters dead. Flame Tower down. MCV getting chased away. This surely must be it. Like, legit. He has a Raider Dome, but that's not enough of a comeback mechanic to protect against this or a final replacement. I mean, he had nothing else to build it on. That was just terrible. Terrible news for him, and I think that's going to result in a 2-0 eventually. We're going to stick with him until the very end. My lord, there's an airfield. He's Russia, so no comeback via power bombs either. RNG bombs just not happening. And the better concave is being had from Punsho, who's now rolling in with his first Heinz. Triple airfield, yeah, that's something I like to do as well. When you're a hit, or when you're going for radar, don't just stop at one helipad. Go up to 3. Go the full distance, go full Monty. My lord. Yeah, there's another army in position, probably going to snipe the radar dome if he has revealed it. Has he? Yes, he has. Yeah, this radar dome is history. 4 tanks and a random assortment of infantry. That is toast. Oh, a V2 comes online. Can it hold the line? Can it save the day? He needs a miracle. He needs all the best V2 shots. Every single one of them needs to land perfectly. Not this one. This one was pretty much a complete whiff, only going for the rifles there. Oh, and the medium tanks closing the distance to the V2 launcher, so there's no way he can hold this. Another eco raid from the sidelines. Yikes. WhoCares getting pummeled this game. Punsho probably hasn't even traded that efficiently, but he has dealt blows where it hurts the most. We're gonna check the combat tab. Yeah, okay, it's been slightly more cost efficient, but look at the economy. It's 53 over 35k, it's a 20k lead at 10 minutes. You don't come back from this. You don't recover, period. There's an ore refinery down as well, so he needs to invest into another ore refinery now. Ooh, this flak truck could be so good. Don't lose it. Ooh, there was still some ammo left here. Unlucky. He could have gotten all 4 Heinz if only there were no ammo left in the Heinz there. But as it stands, tech center out, 3 expansions up for Punsho. He's looking to seal the deal, and WhoCares knows it. GG. There's just not been a way back into this game outside of maybe a crazy random engineer cap on the backlines, but WhoCares has displayed some interesting builds here, especially the Tesla tanks in game 1. They would have paid off, but he never got to critical mass. Punsho always kept him down. Yeah, just super amazing game sense for Punsho. Always going for the best timings, always having the better timing, and always having better positioning. So, that's been an interesting clash of playstyles. I think we're gonna cast some more WhoCares as soon as his games come online. Just very enjoyable. It's also got... Oh, no, wait, that's Punsho. I was about to say he's got the traditional high color scheme now, but that's Punsho, not him. Yeah, fantastic games, especially game 1 with a phase transport versus Tesla tank action. That's it from my side this week. Stay tuned and see you next week. 5 Aces out.
Battle control terminated.